Hey guys, what's up? We're back. Today I'm doing a video kind of just along the lines of Shrek, okay? Shrek 5 little teaser came out. We're gonna watch that. We're gonna talk a little bit about Shrek. Hey, maybe we'll take a little quiz or two. Who knows? The Shrek franchise has been very influential on my life for as long as I can remember. Has great characters, good storyline, it's funny. It rides the line of slightly inappropriate humor that adults will understand. Overall, the Shrek franchise is great. I love all of them. So we're just gonna get into this new announcement, Shrek 5. We'll see what it's about, make a few comments about it, how we're feeling. I'm a certified Shrek enjoyer, so I feel like I have good say on this. I literally used to have a donkey stuffed animal that had a little voice box in it, and so every time you press the button it says one of Donkey's voice lines, and I was so addicted to it as a child that I had them all memorized in the order that they went. So I would go up to my parents and click the button and mouth like I was saying it, because I knew every single one that was going to come up. Some might say peak comedy. I do my best to try to entertain. I always have. Ask my parents. I've always been that way. We'll leave that at that though. And let's get right into this little teaser. Okay, I just moved my camera. Hopefully it's out of the way for the video. I don't know if it's gonna be right or not. But first frame I'm seeing, what's Donkey's face doing? Love him. What's that? Shrek? He's giving old man status. That's okay though. I mean, he obviously is going to get older in age. I'm not mad at that. We're giving a little magic mirror moment. Great. Let's get started. Okay guys, this is so tragic. I forgot to have my OBS pick up my desktop audio. I'm so sorry. You're just gonna have to watch it to hear what's happening. Okay. The magic mirror, funny. Why did they decide to do this as a teaser? I don't truly know. But it's funny. It definitely targets Gen Z, Gen Alpha, young people that have been with those memes. So, good on them to do that. We kind of grew up with the original Shrek movies, so they're still kind of hitting our audience. All of us live on the internet nowadays. We all know about the memes. It's kind of interesting and also funny that a giant movie corporation is taking things from the internet and putting them in their announcement. So they're definitely using that to their advantage in this. It's definitely going to get people talking. From this frame right here, Shrek, he just looks different. I don't know. The animation, it's giving the new Disney/Pixar animation style. I just don't know if I love it, just because I'm so used to seeing the original Shrek animation, as I'm sure we all are. And there's nothing wrong with trying to improve, but everyone knows and loves that Shrek, so it's kind of hard to see a change up in animation style. It's kind of like Attack on Titan when they changed animation studios or whatever. The old animation, everybody loved. It was great. We went 3 or 4 seasons with that. I don't remember how many, but with that animation style specifically. And then they switched to a completely different animation style. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't love it. It was alright, but I didn't love it. And this isn't giving as drastic as that, I will say. This is not as drastic. It just kind of looks more just new age animation, which is fine. Donkey, truly, why does he look like that? He looks the most different out of the characters we've seen so far. Obviously, character on the right, Shrek's daughter, we have not seen her before, so can't say much about that. Donkey just looks weird. He almost looks like there's just too much hair sticking off his body. I know Shrek's daughter is voiced by Zendaya, so I love that. I love Zendaya. Love everything Zendaya. Keep it coming. Love her. I imagine she plays this part exquisitely. She does everything amazing. Let's continue. I'm literally so sorry. This is so embarrassing. Fiona. A couple things we need to talk about here. I didn't pause it on the exact frame. It was like a split second before this frame where it does not show her teeth at all. Not sure what they were going for. Even in this frame, she looks just kind of off. Like you can just tell it's not the original Fiona. This frame, I think, is a good example of Shrek looking different. He looks almost too humanized. Like, he looks very walking the line of, like, is this a human or is this an ogre? It gives me the vibes of, like, the Shrek the musical. Hear me out. It's kind of giving this. Like, it's just a little too human. I don't know. It's kind of just making me a little bit uncomfortable. Pinocchio? Love that guy. So funny. He looks fine. He's not, exactly the same, but he's a little more glossy, I feel like. That's just an animation, I guess. Voices so far, everybody's doing great. Voices are amazing. Obviously, not much difference is going to happen there, but going great. Okay, I'll just give you guys a rundown of what's going on. Shrek 5, starring Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, Zendaya. Oh, damn. Coming out Christmas 2026. What? That's all. Okay, bye. I'm angry that we have to wait till Christmas 2026. Anyone else mad about that? Sound off in the comments, because what are we doing here? I do love that they brought back, like, most of the original cast. If any single person of the main characters was a different voice actor, I don't think I'd be able to do it. And I think they knew that going into it. DreamWorks, I'm talking about. I think they knew going into it, like, if we change up any of these characters, like, voice actors, like, people are not going to resonate as much. So I think that's the only reason we're getting a Shrek 5 anyways. But, just to put it out there, I'm happy that we have all the original voices. Because that's what matters so much to people. Also, I love the voice narrating this. The film is not yet rated. I'm sure it's going to be PG or whatever. It would be kind of awesome if they would make it, like, a little bit more than that. Maybe PG-13. It'd be super funny if they did R, but that's never going to happen. In this announcement, they said Zendaya? Oh, damn. Which is kind of pushing the line a little bit on, like, children's stuff, I feel like. So that kind of gets me a little excited, like maybe they're going to be a little more edgy. But who knows? They could have just done that because, they had all the memes and they're trying to, like, kind of just ride the line between, like, children's movie and, like, the people who grew up watching Shrek are a little bit older now. And they could just be trying to ride that line so that they can get across to everybody. And that's perfectly fine. I love it. Well, that's the end of the little announcement teaser thing. I think it's really cute. I think it's going to be a really good movie. Regardless of anything that's, like, different from the original ones, I think it's going to be a really good movie. With Shrek, you truly, like, can't go wrong. I feel that way, at least. Maybe other people feel different. We all have different opinions, likes, and whatever. So, I enjoy Shrek. It's probably, the Shrek franchise truly is probably in my top 5 of, like, movie series / franchises or whatever. If we're talking Shrek 2, though, we might honestly be fighting for, like, number 1 favorite movie. I'm not for sure. I'd have to look at all my options. But Shrek 2, I think, is one of the best movies that has come out. Hey, sue me. What are you gonna do? Anyways, that's the end of this little announcement. I think it's great. I love it. It's not, exactly like the old ones. And it's not going to be. It's coming out several years after those movies. So it's not going to be the same. I'm okay, being happy with what is rather than what could be. If I sit here thinking about like, oh, I want it to be like this, and I want it to have this storyline and these characters, like, I'm never going to be happy, because it would be nearly impossible for DreamWorks to put out exactly what I'm thinking in my head without me being in charge of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy to be happy with what is, and to be happy that they're releasing another Shrek movie. But let's look up a little Shrek quiz. Okay, I found a little Shrek quiz that we could take just for fun, because that's just the theme of the video, okay? Sorry, there's ads all over the screen. Hey, that's just what it's like nowadays, so I'm sorry. This is a BuzzFeed quiz. I love BuzzFeed quizzes. I don't know if I've done a video on BuzzFeed quizzes or not, but I used to take BuzzFeed quizzes all the time. They're so much fun. Anyways, I found this one. Shrek character trivia quiz, so difficult. Let's see if we'll pass. Okay, I like this person. They said Shrek 2 is the best one. No discussion needed. Okay, Abby. I see you. I agree with you. I stan. Okay, to start off, name this character from Shrek and Shrek Forever After. Giuseppe, Collodi, Geppetto, Benedetto, Alfredo, Antonio. I think it's Geppetto. I don't think it's Giuseppe. I feel like that one's there to kind of throw me off. I don't think it's that. It's not that. I don't think it's any of those ones. I think it's Geppetto. And I'm right. Okay, period. Pinocchio's creator. Shrek 2, what's the giant gingerbread man's name? Mongo. Straight what I'm going for is Mongo. I don't think it's anything else. Marv. Imagine his name was Marv. Mongo. This trumpet player's name is only spoken once in Shrek 2. What is it? Instantly, I'm going Reggie. I do not remember this scene. Like, obviously you know, I've seen that before, but like, I can't remember the scene or what was said, but I'm thinking Reggie, and I'm gonna go for it. Period. I know Shrek. I know Shrek. Enough Reggie. Okay. Who is this handsome fella's name? I'm blanking on this one. Leaning towards Simon? I'm thinking in my head like Peter or Simon. Just because those sound right, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna go Simon for fun. I am literally crazy. I'm crazy. Oh, Simon Cowell. Okay. Oh, that's at like... Okay. I was trying to remember what that scene was, because I was like, I swear, I don't even know if I've seen this scene before. That makes sense. Okay. Ooh. Waffle Boy, Lolly Boy, Noodle Socks, Butter Pants. I don't know what his name is, or like what he's called. All I can think of is he's the Do the Roar kid. I guess Lolly Boy. I mean, he's holding a lolly. Lolly Boy? Butter Pants? Why would I know that? I don't remember them ever saying that, but I guess maybe they did. This character is officially named Robin Hood, but what do they call him when he appears in the first Shrek movie? I think it's giving Sir Hood or Monsieur Hood. I don't know. I'm gonna go Monsieur. Okay. What's the name of the fairy godmother's receptionist? Liam. Jerome! We'll just ignore that one. Thelonious. Easy. This character in both Shrek 3rd and Shrek Forever After. Hazel, Beatrice, Agnes, Mabel. Mabel. Easy. What am I? A noob? I got 7 out of 9. I scored better than 92% of the other quiz takers, so I'm kind of cracked. I'm a Shrekspert. Period. Okay, let's find one more, because that was kind of fun. Found another one. Once again, it's on BuzzFeed. This is a personality quiz. So, I'm assuming we're going to find out who I'm most like from Shrek. Also, the person who made this, their name is Shrek is Love Forever. So, love that. What are you eating for breakfast? Waffles, omelet, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, oatmeal. So if I'm going for like an everyday type of breakfast, I'm probably going to go the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. But if I'm going like what sounds good right now, I'd go waffles. So, which one should I do? Waffles, obviously, is going to be Donkey. I don't know who the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit's going to be. If it said sausage, egg, and cheese croissant, Instant. I'd be all over that. But we're talking bacon and we're talking biscuit. I'm gonna go waffles. How do you want to spend your weekend? Doing something outdoors, trying a new restaurant, watching TV all day, or hanging out with friends? Always hanging out with friends. That's what I want to do all the time. Hey girlies, miss you. What's your favorite social media app? Instagram, Snapchat, I only get on my phone to play games, or TikTok? Snapchat I hate, and I honestly wish everyone would stop using it so then I could stop using it and not feel bad. TikTok is brain rot. I do love TikTok, but at the same time, it's so addicting. I'll sit on TikTok for literally like an hour or more just scrolling, and I think that's kind of dangerous. So I'm gonna go Instagram. Which career would interest you the most? Teacher, detective, unemployed, artist? Okay. Now don't hate me when I say this. I'm kidding. I'm just saying what we're all thinking. Obviously, we want to be unemployed. Are you kidding? What's your favorite movie genre? Comedy, always. I'm always going to choose a funny movie. Every day of the week. I love comedy. I love laughing. Love it. Always going to be comedy. Sorry if you can hear the cat playing with this little ball toy thing. What's your favorite drink? Lemonade, Coke, anything with alcohol, water? Water. I drink water all the time. If it said Diet Coke, we would maybe have some questionable, no, it would still be water. I drink water all the time. I opt for it every restaurant. 1, because I like water, and 2, because I'm not paying for a soft drink. So, water. Your friends describe you as mean, but not really, kind, unpredictable, funny. So, if it just said mean, I would instantly choose that one because they do think I'm mean. But it has the parentheses, but not really. Do they think I'm not really mean? I think they think I'm really mean. I think they would maybe think I'm funny, but I don't think that would be like the top thing about me. I am kind, but that's not going to be the top thing about me. And I wouldn't say I'm unpredictable at all. Hey. I'm going to say mean, but not really. That's probably the closest one that they would put. Do you believe in love at first sight? I would say anything is possible. Because I don't know if I personally could see someone and instantly be like, yes. But I feel like other people maybe could. So I'm going to say anything is possible. What pet would you like to have? Dog, bunny, cat, or lizard? I don't care about a bunny and don't care about a lizard. I have a dog and I have 2 cats, and I love them all. Picking between a dog and a cat is very difficult. Based purely off of like my personal experience and the overall attitudes and behaviors of these animals, I think I would go with cat. Because I would love, I like to have a cat because they kind of are like, if I want to be next to you, I will. If I don't, I won't. And I kind of enjoy that. We just kind of vibe in our own areas. We come together, we cuddle, we go back. They do their own thing. They're independent, and I love that for them. Dogs, I love dogs. But their whole personality is like trying to get your attention, get you to spend time with them, to love them, like whatever. And I'm fine with that because I do love my dog. I love him more than anything. I don't know where I'd be without him. But we're having to choose. And so I'm going to pick cat. Also, cats are just kind of like me. They're just kind of off-putting, some might say. Who's your favorite villain? Prince Charming, Fairy Godmother, Lord Farquaad, Rumpelstiltskin. Obviously, it's going to be Fairy Godmother. We love Fairy Godmother. I can literally imagine the, dancing scene at the end, which obviously makes that movie stand on top of the others. Like, you know what I'm saying? That scene alone goes crazy. Fairy Godmother is mother. And I'll leave it at that. Where would you rather live? Alaska, Texas, Florida, or Hawaii? I don't think I would like Florida. I'm not living in Alaska. Too cold. I'm not good in cold weather. Hawaii is beautiful, but there's also volcanoes there, and that freaks me out. Texas, I don't dislike Texas, but I do dislike the politics of Texas. But is it honestly any worse than where I'm at now? Probably not. And Florida has alligators. So let's go with Texas. What's your favorite music genre? Pop, country, hip-hop, or rock? Probably pop. It's definitely not, I wouldn't say pop is my favorite genre, but I don't feel like, I like so many different types of music that it's kind of hard to like narrow it down to one genre. But we'll just go with pop to be safe, because it's definitely not country, it's not rock, and it's not hip-hop. Choose a color. Green, red, yellow, orange, green. That's my favorite color, green. Does that have anything to do with Shrek? I don't know. How many kids do you want? 2. It's not none, because I definitely think I probably want kids. I just go back and forth on if I want to give birth to kids or adopt kids. So, it's definitely not none. It's definitely not 5. I will not have more kids than can fit in a sedan. That will not be happening. So not 5. And 1, I'm not against 1, but I grew up with siblings, and I think it's most of the time more enjoyable living life with a sibling. Who would you be friends with? Shrek, Fiona, Donkey, or Puss in Boots? Me and Donkey go way back. We'd be kicking back. Oh my god, I got Donkey. Who would have thought? I'm outgoing, funny, and always down for a good time. Outgoing, not lore accurate, but hey, for me I'm talking about. Always down for a good time. Of course I am. Funny, I try to be. Don't have trouble making new friends. I don't agree with that. You don't like being in the house a lot. That's probably true. I do like being in the house and like watching TV or reading or whatever. But if I had the option of like hanging out with my friends or going out, I would probably choose that over the other options. And I'm always the life of the party. Hey, what can I say? What can I say? Me and Donkey, we're just alike. Okay, well that's the end of our little Shrek segment for this week. I'm glad you could join me. I hope you enjoy Shrek as much as I do. I think they're great movies. They're super funny and relatable. And I love how they have all those little things in there that like you wouldn't necessarily think about, but when you see it, you're like, that is so clever. Like whenever they're getting arrested and they don't have pepper spray because, you know, we're back in fairy tale times. So they just pull out the pepper grinder and start grinding pepper into their eyes. That is funny. But like always, leave a comment if you have anything to say. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope Shrek 5 actually comes out. A little worried it might not, considering how people have felt about the little announcement. But I hope it does come out. I think it'll be really good. If it doesn't, hey, we have all the other Shrek movies to look back on. We can watch them whenever we want. And they're still gonna hit just as good as the first time. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.